you know, when you go across Central PA, you see railroad tracks, you see the rail to trail system where they've converted these old tracks into walkways. Railway history is a big history here in Central PA. I remember as a kid, Stephanie, I wanted to be a train engineer.
What?
Today we get to live out that dream.
That is going to be awesome. Yes, come with us as we go see Central Pennsylvania's Short Line Railroad Company. Let's go.
All right, let's do it. I want you to let me blow the whistle.
Oh, Dave.
WGRC's Around the Valley with Dave and Stephanie is sponsored by Zook Septic Services, serving Central Pennsylvania. Contact them for inspections, repairs, and system maintenance needs at 570-837-1466 or at zookseptic.com.
Well, Dave, we made it to Northumberland. We are at North Shore Railroad and super excited to get on the train and see what this operation has to share with us.
You know, this is an area where I've driven by multiple times over the years and did not really know that this station here existed. So we are excited to find out what it's like to work on the railroad. Ooh. And I know the office is there, but I see a locomotive there. You want to go check it out first?
I think we should.
I mean, there's no, let's just go.
I mean, nobody's going to say anything, right?
I know, right?
We couldn't possibly get in trouble. Oh gosh. Okay, hold on.
Don't fall.
I got this. I got the practice from the fire station, you know? Let's see what's here. Ooh. Well, this is exciting. Dave, keep your hands to yourself.
I wonder what this one does. I want to pull the horn.
Oh, don't do that. I don't have that ear. No.
Good morning. Can I help you guys?
Hi.
Hey.
Don't mind us.
I'm Dave.
I'm Stephanie.
Hi,
We're from
Dave.
WGRC. We're,
Hi,
here just kind
Stephanie.
of poking around. We're excited to learn about the train here today.
Yeah, we were supposed to meet up with someone, but we thought we'd just check out the engine first.
Okay. Well, that sounds good. But before we start a tour, let's get some vests.
Okay, sounds good.
That's fair enough. Well, now that we are official, we have our vest. We're not going to get kicked off. Yeah, there you go, modeling. We do want to meet some folks here. We have Lonnie and Shane, so you guys come up here and join us from the the locomotive. Is that the correct terminology here, right?
Oh, you're good.
I got it. Tell us a little bit first about, we are at North Shore Railroad. Why don't you tell us a little bit about the history of North Shore?
Sure. So North Shore was founded in 1984 right here in Pennsylvania. We started with 2 short lines, and over the past 30-some years we've grown to 6 short lines and also a track crew / hybrid shop facility in New York. But almost everything we do here is right here in Central PA. We support local, we hire local. All of our employees are local here to the area, around 80 employees. In Williamsport we have a locomotive shop that all of our locomotives are serviced at, and we have 28 in our fleet. This is one of them. We have departments that cover everything, so we're pretty much self-sufficient in every way that a railroad needs to be. We've got our own maintenance away guys who do a great job on our tracks. We've got our signal department who do a fantastic job on all of our different signals, and there are how many lit signals across the
Over 130 crossings have automatic warning.
Yep, so, and we have 250 miles of track that we operate over.
Now, you mentioned short line. Is that the
Yes.
right term?
Yes.
Okay. Explain what short line means, because not everybody might understand that.
Sure, so there are class 1s, and they're like the long haul, and then we interchange with Norfolk Southern, who is our main class 1 partner. We also handle, through all this jumbo haulage, yada yada, Canadian Pacific. So with our 2 class 1 partners, they handle getting the cars to this area, and then from right now we're in Northumberland, so 4 of our short lines get our interchanges here in Northumberland, and we at that point take them the short haul. So if you want to think like wholesale resale, that's what our marketing guy Todd always says, like they do the wholesale, we do the retail, which is like to the consumer itself. So we handle stuff to and from the customers. We have customers that also ship out. So a customer will load a rail car, and then we give it at the interchange point, and then it goes the long haul to wherever it's going.
Now, Shane, you're an engineer, at least as part of what you've done, driving these locomotives, right?
Yes, I was.
Do you drive them? Is that what you do?
No, we run them.
Run them.
Or operate. Run or operate.
Well, can you give us a little bit of a tour of the locomotive here and let us know what we're looking at? Can we climb up there and see
Sure.
what's happening?
Sure, absolutely.
All right.
Follow me.
So Shane, as we are standing up here on the locomotive, you've opened up some doors here. What exactly are we looking at?
What we're looking at here, Dave, is we call this the prime mover. It's the motor, diesel motor of the locomotive. However, this doesn't directly move the locomotive. What this motor does is powers a generator, which is right behind the prime mover. And the generator creates electrical charge for the traction motors located in the truck sets where the wheels or the axles are. And that power is what turns the electric motors to give the locomotive's traction to move.
So what I hear you saying is, for a radio station perspective, we could have a concert on one of these because you've got a built-in generator.
Absolutely. And I recall instances in the past where during natural catastrophes, they brought in equipment just like this, and sometimes locomotives, and converted to some sort of generation to help people in those catastrophes.
How many people does it take to fully run one of these?
It takes a minimum of a two-man crew. You have to have the engineer who operates the locomotive, but you also have to have the conductor with you who does all the coupling, uncoupling of the freight cars out there. So he's your ground guy.
Well, since we got caught red-handed poking around, we figured we should get an official tour now that we are official with our vests. And yeah, tell us, how do we hit the horn and what's an emergency stop?
Okay. Okay, well, when you're traveling, operating trains down the track, at every public crossing, we're required to blow the horn to provide warning for the motorists. And that's done through this handle here. It's powered in these locomotives by air, by air pressure, and we have a certain pattern that we got to blow when we approach the crossing, so motorists know that a train is coming. So that's always two longs, a short, and a long. So that's the pattern of horn that you hear when you hear a train approaching a crossing. So we have two different brake systems here. We have one to control the locomotive without cars, and then we have a brake handle to control the train when it does have freight cars trailing behind it.
Lonnie has a surprise for us.
I will use that word surprise lightly because every time we've talked to her about it, she's got a mischievous glint in her eye.
Well, Shane, how about if we go find Lonnie, see what she's up to?
That sounds good, Dave.
Awesome.
Lonnie, you've been wanting to show us something. What do we got?
Well, I know you guys love your hands-on when you're doing your out and about visiting businesses.
Yeah.
And so I thought you guys would love the opportunity to pull a switch.
All
Normally
right.
these are locked. They're not something that the general public's allowed to touch, but we're making an exception for you today.
All right.
All right,
So-
come on, Stephanie, you got this.
All right. So first, we're checking our traffic.
Yep.
All right, we're good. We're tight. We're good there. All right, so now you stepped on this thing to release it or give it, okay, like that. And then you switched it. Okay, and then, yep, it's in. Okay, now I gotta check this. Yeah, I think that'll do.
There we go. And it's switched.
And let the record state, Dave had trouble with that and I did not. Dave, will you take my photo? I want to jump up here. You know,
Oh,
I've that
sure.
Instagram thing. Unfortunately, I don't have Flynn with me, but I would really like to. Hi, Lonnie.
So that's not a great idea. One thing that all railroads have trouble with on a regular basis are photographers and trespassers on railroad tracks. So railroad tracks are private property. I mean, we're out here because as company representatives, you guys you have permission to be out here today. but on a regular basis, public's not allowed. You guys had to sign paperwork to be
Yeah,
here.
we did. Oh, yeah, we
so,
did.
You know, it's private property, and it's also extremely dangerous. You've got this guy here who's in constant communication with the train that we know is coming, and he knows exactly where they're at, but trains can come at any time.